Hey guys, this is Travis. Real quick before we get started, this episode is brought to you by For Real Milkshakes. You know, in between shows when you're traveling across the country on a tour bus with 4 other dudes, you have to have these kind of moments of delight that keep your momentum up. I call Jenny, I look through tweets from you guys, and of course, we make podcasts. Moments like these lift our spirits and keep the tour going strong. For Real Milkshakes and smoothies definitely fit into that category. For Real has this magical milkshake machine that you use to blend the most delicious milkshakes, smoothies, and frappes. It's really fun and easy. You pick out your favorite flavor and take it up to the machine and it does all the work. They're blended to perfection and so good because they're made from all real ingredients like ice cream, fruit, milk, and coffee. My favorite flavors are cookies and cream and chocolate, but they have tons of other flavors too. You've got to try it too, so right now go to forreal.com and click the red button that says Find a For Real and enter your zip code to find the best tasting milkshakes, smoothies, and frappes blended by you in the magical milkshake machine. That's FREAL.com. Click the red button and grab one near you. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Okay, now on to the show. We were dragging, weren't we dragging your body?
Oh,
in San Francisco?
Very much. Twice. San Francisco got me twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful, San Francisco.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
This is Encore. This is the We. Oh, here, get closer to that.
Ooh, it's like a sporting event.
Yeah, we just went hip hop. Do you go hip hop?
I think you go hip
just
hop.
become
I think it's in your
hip hop.
I feel like it's in your blood.
It is in your blood. That's true. We are here at Ramapo College. I just said that we weren't going to say that, but we are here. That's just the truth. This is an unedited, uncensored podcast brought to you by Uncover Studios. Was that?
We were here 4 years ago.
We were. Actually, you know the exact date?
I did.
Because, I did my research on the show tonight. A lot of people want to know what we do when we are not on tour. And I think one of the things is we research about the shows that we're getting ready to play. For example, we are here at Ramapo College, which we did play 4 years ago. I watched the videos. April 15th, yes. So
Wow.
April 15th, 2013, we were actually at this college.
Thank you, Google.
And we are... I did the research. The show was amazing in 2013, so it has no reason and no excuse not to be amazing tonight.
And it's beautiful out. Playing outside this time.
We are down a band member. Hunter Thompson is in Puerto Rico somewhere. He's at a wedding.
On a beach right now with his toes deep in the sand.
Yeah.
Nice. With a can in his hand.
Definitely a can in his hand.
How many and rhymes can we get?
Yeah.
There might be a pan. Duh. There. I don't know.
You almost had it.
Are there pandas in Puerto Rico? Probably
Not a
not.
fan.
Maybe a zoo.
Oh, yeah. And
But not indigenous.
Right. Or maybe in some faraway,
Yeah.
there's probably pandas in some faraway land.
Lands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we could take a gander and go see them if there's any pandas there.
I think you're pandering.
Oh. Dude. Shh.
All right, Charles wins. We love that you guys have been listening to the show. We are still not sure what this show is. We all just sit in a circle and we just kind of look at each other when we start talking, and then we realize, oh shit, it's been 20 minutes. And good night, everybody. That's kind of the thing. But as long as you guys are there listening, we will keep doing these things. It's fun. We never had a podcast before, and this is episode 5, so we're deep into it.
Yeah, a lot of encores.
I enjoy these podcasts. They're a lot of fun.
They're fun because they bring up memories of our past. For example, hey, we were here 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were a much different band.
Totally different.
I for one was single. I was a single guy 4 years ago.
I didn't have kids. You didn't have kids.
Yeah. Band was
It was almost my birthday, which is extravaganza. And let me tell everybody what because they might be like, hey, he just pronounced it wrong, and that's incorrect. I pronounced it absolutely right. Extravaganza is lowercase e, lowercase x, capital Travis, and then lowercase Ganza. What that is it's my birthday, and rather than celebrating my birthday just for 24 hours, I like to celebrate it for a good week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, as long as it can overlap one of the other band members' birthdays. That person being Danny, whose birthday is May 9th. So as long as my birthday goes long enough to overlap his and fully encompass
China.
everybody's energy. So by the time, maybe I'll end at May 8th, you know, and then May 9th comes around, Dan's like, hey guys, it's my birthday. Do you guys want to go out? You guys want to hang out, party? And everybody's just like, no, we can't any longer. So you guys are lucky that you don't have to deal with the extravaganza wrath.
All the way to September.
Danny got so upset that he decided, and I think this is brilliant, so I got to give him full credit. He changed it to extravaganza. Yeah, so he wanted to fight back.
Clever.
So you guys all got screwed because it was two people's birthday party. It was just 2 times the amount of partying of us trying to outdo each other. It was just a lot. It was a lot of
You
work.
always look out because yours will fall first. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any embarrassing stories of anybody in the band from before we became adults and responsible?
Oh my God, so many. But to pinpoint one.
I'm sure if I look through videos.
I remember we were dragging, weren't we dragging your body?
Oh,
in San Francisco?
very
Was
much.
it?
Well, twice. San Francisco got me twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful, San Francisco.
Was that the one where you were like standing there and then you took your bottle of water and just dumped it on your head?
I think that was that night.
Yeah, you're like, I need water. And we were like, here, take some. And instead of drinking it, you poured it on your body.
I need a shower and just dumped it on your head. And
there's
then you went face first into the bus.
There's something about that city.
I think what I remember is,
Yelled at us, told us to be quiet.
Granted, I was laying naked, or not naked, shirtless in the street.
You were.
Yelling.
But it was still funny.
Yeah.
My favorite part was you would be like, all right. Like, you were weirdly, you totally had a control of what was going on. But my favorite thing was he would be like, all right, guys, all right. And you would walk perfectly well into the bus, and he'd be like, all right, I'm going in the bus. He would put one step on the bus and then just run away, and we'd have to go chase him again and drag his lifeless body back to the bus.
It was like a toddler. Like, you tell them no, and then they just go and do it anyway.
It's so funny. And then you woke up the next morning, and you weren't feeling any pain or wrath or anything from the night before.
5 miles after that.
Dude, that's the way you get rid of the hangovers.
That's true. Just start running.
You just sweat it out. Either drink or you run. You got to pick one or the other.
And it was funny because you woke up. We all do this. Coley's not the only one. He's just the one that we're currently discussing the past of. But we all wake up and we say, "Hey, Charles, you vlog every day. Can I see your camera?"
What did you film?
And we're just like, I would just like to see the proof of whatever I did or did not do last night. And so you scroll through the footage and you see us dragging your body through the streets of San Francisco, and you're like, cool, yeah, that happened last night. That was pretty nice.
Like there's so many things that we've filmed because we have cameras that will never see the light of day. It's more of just like, it's nice to have cameras that's going constantly so we can go back and look at them, for example, like you just said, but it will never be public.
Right, and I should also intervene and say that by it not being public does not necessarily mean that it's blackmail or something that we don't want to be out in public. It's just that we it's for our own memory. Some things are private. We'll talk about a lot of the things that people haven't seen on this show, and I think that's what makes this show a little more special than the average.
I also feel like when you tell stories like this, it's like reading a book. You can put the images in your head versus me or us showing the actual video. I think it's more entertaining when people are allowed to think about things like that.
Right, exactly.
Bye, Danny.
Oh, Danny, there he is. Okay, awesome. Come on in. So.
You said come back in 7 minutes.
No, I said we've been going for 7 minutes. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Dude,
wow.
7 minutes and 3 seconds. That's
all
crazy.
Right.
Danny, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Our first guest.
I'm here to
Danny
save
Duncan.
this piece. What have you guys been talking about?
What haven't we been talking about? We were talking about any embarrassing stories from
Did you
4
say
years.
Indian embarrassing stories or
Yes.
any
Indian embarrassing stories.
like okay.
Like Coley falling down.
Okay, the Cleveland Indians lost the World Series to the Cubs. It's embarrassing.
Ooh, social culture.
So yeah, pop culture. What did you really mean?
We were talking about, so we've played this university. We're here at Ramapo. We've played here.
Ramapo, the fighting Roadrunners.
Again, this was our second
Yeah.
time. We played 4 years ago.
I gotta get him with an anvil.
And so we were saying
Coyote.
4 years ago was much different.
Oh my
times.
gosh! If
Are you
I
just talking about mascots?
if I started a university across the street from this place, I would be the Wile E. Coyotes.
Yes.
But then he never wins. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea.
Huh.
I'm sure somebody thought of that, got the building plans and was like, hey, probably a bad idea.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Who's the comedian that always talks about, like, hey, if if I go see a game and it's like the Warriors versus like the Hawks, he's like, I want to see like actual Warriors versus like Hawks with like talons. You know, he's like the only thing I wouldn't want to see is like the Jazz versus the Magic. Like, who wants to go see Jazz versus Magic? Anything.
That's actually a really good comparison.
How'd you do like the Dolphins versus the Jets? Like a dolphin can't beat a jet. What is he going and make them crash into each other? Come on.
Could you imagine though if they did put up some sort of fight? Like, you know, the only thing that I think the most people know about dolphins is that they hump violently. They're very sexual creatures. They're one of the only animals that have sex for pleasure. So it's just humping jets.
Bonobos do too.
What does?
A bonobo's a monkey. I learned that in college.
Charles was the only one that went to college.
Okay, so this is what we call in the industry a lull. I don't really know where to go from there. Just kidding.
Everyone's just going to go Google bonobos now.
Bonobo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of different mascots that would be funny.
Yeah. Like what mascots you want to see?
Right.
Okay, so there's
fuck's a spur?
There's a trip. Actually,
Oh, it's like what goes on the bottom of cowboy boots.
So just a pile of those versus anything?
That would hurt. A pile of spurs versus.
Doing what though? Just sitting there? You literally just avoid them.
well, I mean, if you think of it this way: if you go to play your game away in San Antonio, you're just going to a bunch of spurs, and it would probably hurt.
Okay, I get that.
Or the Nets.
Or the net, Nets. I guess you get caught up in it, and you're like,
Can
all
you
right.
imagine like the Patriots versus the Raiders? It'd be like everybody just leading the Patriots be like, "Yo, check your pockets. Check your fucking pockets." Yo, I lost my pocket watch. I guarantee it was the Raiders.
Vikings and the Raiders.
The Vikings.
That'd be a good one.
That's a good one.
True.
What would be okay? Who could the Vikings go again?
Seahawks. I imagine Vikings on boats. Seahawks, I just imagine hawks that fly on the water.
I don't know.
Yeah, welcome to our podcast.
The Browns. Who are the Browns?
Everybody loses in that one.
It's amazing.
Is
So
it a dog? Is that what they?
Yeah, their mascot is a bulldog. Pretty sure.
We're learning a lot today.
and it's actually
Yeah.
a white bulldog, so it's not even brown. Here, I'm going to pass the mic over to Coley while I look at some of the most crazy questions that we've asked right now. Hold on.
Then I'm back. We
What's your favorite thing to say on stage?
Oh, sorry. I got it. Charles, take it.
That used to be my favorite thing, but now I like the show. How you guys doing? But I let Hunter take over. You guys want some more?
You want some more?
He says with more intent.
Danny, what's your favorite thing?
And 3 songs in, which makes me laugh.
It's true. What is your favorite?
I don't say a lot of stuff on stage. I kind of just like respond to like bad jokes. I get the infamous Phil during a bad joke.
All right, here's a great question, because I can only assume that you're talking about my bad jokes that I say on stage.
No, Coley's.
Oh, that's true. The last thing that Danny lost. I like this question. What was the last thing that you lost, Danny? I just like that people know that you lose everything.
I've accepted who I am. I'm not going to pretend like, it's not something that happens. So my twin brother right now is currently in the parking garage at Universal Studios Orlando.
Save him.
And I don't mean like he did this today and he's done. He's there right now with a tow truck that has to tow his car out of Universal Studios Orlando because he lost his keys yesterday while we were there. Yeah. So it's genetic. So therefore you're kind of poking fun at a genetic disease here. I think we should address this.
Yeah, Dan, I can't believe Hunter just did that.
Yeah.
We're just going to pass everything on to him. He can't be here to defend himself.
No, it's crazy. It really is like a genetic thing. But like I was saying, in my videos, like I got to get one of those baby leashes, but like not for the baby to wear. Like I'm going to wear it and give it to the kid so that I don't walk away. And like if I start to walk away, it'll just yank him back to me. Yeah.
There's a bunch of questions on here, and a lot of them are about our past. What happened years and years and years ago. So, Danny, since you weren't here for that last one, do you remember anything from, let's say, anywhere from 5 to 10 years ago? We just did our 10-year tour.
Do I just remember anything from 5 years ago? What kind of question is that?
Do you remember anything funny? Anything funny?
Man,
Embarrassing is probably the best.
You hate these questions in interviews, and you just brought it up into our own little podcast where we have all the control. It's because there's so much stuff happens like every day. You got to think of one. The classic. We'll run through the classics. The classics. To give us 5. The classics are when the girl gave us the voodoo dolls. Like it was all like
That was
doll
scary.
replicas of us, and we didn't know what to do with them, whether or not to throw them away.
Correct.
That was crazy.
France. I remember one of my favorite ones was France, where you stole Danny's blue jacket, wore a blue jacket, a blue hoodie, a blue beanie cap, and blue jeans, and then you leaned against a and then you,
I was blued out. I was Smurf.
No, just blue. And then he leaned against the refrigerator, and slowly, one by one, everything started falling out.
Yeah.
Everything, the Cokes, water bottles, they started falling all over the floor. The refrigerator fell on the floor, too.
All right, so here's a behind-the-scenes story to that.
Yeah, explain this
that
one.
people will never know. This is even above and beyond everything you just heard. So, yes, Danny had an American Apparel blue jacket, and I took it for that picture. And then he mysteriously lost his. And at the same time, I bought one.
Yeah. Used somewhere.
And so
because it had been washed a couple times, clearly.
It was my favorite jacket, and Danny was like, "Yeah, that's my jacket." And I was like, "No, I got this one. I bought it."
Size medium looks a little weird on you. I'm just going to say that.
May not have been lying. Anyways, up to how long? That was Christmas this year, or no? That was like this was 5 years ago. No, I'm saying so a couple months ago, I bring the jacket for Danny.
He tried to give it back to me.
I tried to give it as a joke.
I can't take it back because if you go watch his video where he proposes to Jenny, he's wearing that jacket. He's wearing that. So like,
that's what's
I
funny
can't just
about
be like, okay, now I'll take my jacket back. And he knew that I'm good-hearted. So he's like, he knew that he's like, he's the good guy, right? He's like, I got to give him his jacket back, but I can't take that. That has so much sentiment.
He gave me so much shit for about 5 years. Like, yeah, I know you stole my jacket, and it became a joke. Like, obviously, yes, I stole it.
Yeah, hilarious. I'm gonna steal
Then I was like,
I'm gonna steal your car. It's gonna be hilarious.
I was like, I'm gonna offer it back. He goes, I can't take this. You proposed to your wife in this jacket, so now I have this jacket that I don't want anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, it was the perfect shade of blue.
It really was. It made anybody's eyes pop. Whenever you wore it, Danny.
Well, mainly blue eyes, because that blue jacket would make green eyes pop.
It made brown eyes look blue. I mean, this jacket was magical. So, yes, I did try to give it back.
Made Jenny say yes.
That's when I took it. That's literally when I took it, was because I was taking that blue picture, and then it somehow ended up in my bag, and Danny lost it.
Hold on. There's also like a little chapter in the middle of that. You bought a different blue hoodie when we used to live together and tried to tell me that was my jacket. Like I didn't know which one was my jacket. First you said, "Oh, here's your jacket. I think this is yours." And I was like, "What? No, mine was American Apparel. It was comfy." And you're like, "Oh, well then I must have bought this to replace the one that I lost or something." Something.
Hey, dude, in my web of lies, I don't know where I was at. So I got to be honest with you. Yo, just take the compliment. I tried to give it back to you.
There's no compliment in there. I don't know how your ego just convinced you there was a compliment in there.
Yeah. Anyways, you're welcome. And it's always been a thing, to help, out a brother in need.
Yeah, especially when you're cold.
It's true. Hold on, but this is like a serial thing for you. I remember I had like a Warped Tour straw hat.
And we're out of time.
Yeah, I had a straw hat at Warped Tour. All of a sudden, you disappeared to a Vegas pool party, and I guess they had a free paper shredder there because that's what my hat came back looking like. And you're like, dude, sorry, you shouldn't have even brought it back.
Listen, has anybody ever been to Vegas with a straw hat? Well, you can go with anything in Vegas, and it comes back shredded. That straw hat didn't have a chance.
You should have destroyed it.
I don't even know what happened to it. That's the best part. He was like, "What happened to it?" I was like, "I got nothing for you. I really got nothing. Absolutely nothing." Hey, we are going on stage literally in 3 minutes, so we got to wrap this up. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we will be back for another episode of Encore. We are going to have another encore to this encore. It's the longest encore ever. Episode 5. We'll see you episode 6. We love you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
See you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. Please subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or wherever you get your podcast. If you like what you heard, leave us a review. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and please be sure to tell your friends. We the Kings is Hunter Thompson, Coley O'Toole, Danny Duncan, Charles Trippy, and Travis Clark. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at We the Kings, and check out our website at wethekingsmusic.com. WTK Encore is a proud member of Uncover Studios. You can follow Uncover on Twitter and Instagram at Uncover Studios for previews and behind-the-scenes looks at new episodes. Dave Kiney and Caroline Valentino are our executive producers. Adam Raymunda produced and scored this episode. Special assistance from Don't miss the next Encore. Bye.